Sicily's Mount Etna spewed lava and ash over the Mediterranean island, forcing the temporary closure of the Capannina airport.
So the deal is that we're going with a group of 6 to Mount Etna. The meeting point is here. We don't know who the other 4 are, but we should meet them in a few moments.
One Vesuvio, which is just 1,200 meters. Do you know what? People from Pompeii, Volcano, Naples, just living.
You can bet if you want to try, okay?
You can get, blow up in every moment, but nobody knows when, The experts say more than 27 years ago, so many experts, not everybody. What happened is it should be, So the geologists and experts use a lot of dynamite. Of course, not here, we are. Just a little bit higher. So to do, they built like a canal, so a huge one, So put a lot of dynamite, so very close to lava flow. Press the button, part of lava was collapsed, everybody helped with bulldozer to take. So all this lava flow, into the new ones, just to stop a little bit. So it means you have one mountain and different kinds of activity. So you need to exactly know what kind of activity you have before to do something, to like it was easy during the 90s, 91, 92, 93, to left to change direction. Here we are, it was completely possible, because level flowing, so very slowly.
Look how the rocks are melting.
La piroclassia corre ad oltre 100 km/h, nessuno ce la fa di noi, e portando con sé temperature di 700-800 gradi.
No, these are like
la più grande, la grande parte di mineralogia che fertilizza il terreno, oltre i 10 mm sono
these are the lava stones that they do.
Dei frammenti di lava. Questa è lava raffreddata.
Vai a assaggiare quella signora lì. Fai, madam. No, grazie. Grazie.
Do you like it?
Oh, no, they made me try many things at the same time, so I don't know what
The second one I like.
was good.
Prendi la bambina per le mani, questa è quella lì delle mani.
Wow.
Pulisci le mani. Pistaccio di cuore.
Everywhere the lava stepped, exactly.
So when there was a volcano eruption happening, it meant God was angry at them?
Yeah, because the people say, some people pray in the knees to try to do something God for us. Try please to stop the lava. Suddenly the lava stopped, thinking, wow, thank you for the miracle. We're very devoted to you, and building kinds of, Madonna.
So it seems like we're doing the lava caves now, I assume.
Una delle due loro. Andiamo.
How come you get a fast fight? Okay.
I'm a born leader. I think he recognized it.
It comes with a price, huh?
It comes with a price and responsibility.
Of course, we have more than 250 lava caves around the mountain. I'm spelunker. Every one of those is included in a list, the list of the cave, volcanic caves. And every time it's erupted, the mountain occurs, what can be happens? Something new grow up, like new caves, new morphology. Something old, can get modified, destroyed, because geology is in constant changing.
Is that a cloud or is that something coming out?
No, it's almost, no, it's not a cloud. Steam and water. So long as it's white, it doesn't mean it's erupted. Just steam, water, less gas. When the color change to be dark, probably gas rise up, gas propagate a lot of pressures, you need an incredible pressure. Imagine that we just find the first, magmatic chamber, which is just a little more than 3,000 meters. Can you imagine what does it mean? 3,000 meters to rise up, plus, 3,350,000 meters need an incredible pressure to rise up. This is why sometimes try, but nothing happens, This is the mostly monitored volcano all over the world because this geology is very complex.
Yes.
Vedete che 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. La lava abbiamo detto che marcia proprio come i cingoli di un terremoto a mo' di strada, crescendo a dismisura.
It seems like we're heading to the caves. Yeah.
Si creano due argini.
So the lava creates a tunnel the lava goes in from one side and goes out from the other side, and this is what we're gonna do.
Ha fatto qua da Caserò, le luci rosse. C'è l'appuntamento. Avevo una ragazza, io nel frattempo mi veniva a parlare, passando 10 secondi, diciamo che è oltre 200, oltre qualche centinaia di metri di lunghezza, ma noi non scendiamo, ne faremo 140, quindi ad altezza uomo, quindi non il lanternino, eventualmente, ok, you push the button up here. Entrate e vediamo qui cosa si crea all'interno. Ci siete? Aspetta perché qua questo non mi piace. Every time it's erupted, you know, the mountain, those mountains, Kilauea, okay, on a wide island, lava drops into the water and make the island bigger and bigger, you know, change the feeling morphology. Here we are, honestly, we're more than 50 kilometers from the coast. This one means every time it's erupted, the mountain create a new morphology. But, instead to get largest, so the lava drops into the ground, This is why we have one of the caves, the major one, here made from volcanic activity. It's more than 300 meters. So please, try to be careful. There is no hospital. Ta-da! Pay attention because, the fractures are, constantly in everywhere, especially in the right side. This is the reason why we walk together.
Keep bumping my head. Hey man, that's why you have this on.
And there is a place which is very fragile. I was brought a couple of months ago. Attenzione, please attention. I'm going to show you, the roof is, very fragile. Just probably, it could be,
It's very fragile. It'll fall on our heads.
Dicevo che più avanti, ad esempio.
So this is the spine, basically. The spine is where
The lava
different
flows.
lava flows meet.
This is why we didn't try to touch anyone. Nothing happens because you can pay attention. And this one colored, stone.
Oh wow. Thanks.
Thank you.
So look at here, this one. On what attenzione, scrive, attenzione. Attenzione because look at here, it's very fragile. Okay, stay here. This is my favorite place. So just in case something happens, I died, first time. Feel like, a very incredible sharp knife, So this is why you need to pay attention like this one. I just talk about, speleotherapy. What does it mean? Because I'm asthmatic, it's not a dangerous one, as just pollen. Too many, plants just grow up outside. So we do, of course, nothing compared to volcanic because we miss one element. Calcium carbonate. This is the reason, no stalactite and no stalagmite. But even in many cases, we do spelunkotherapy. Why? What does it mean? What kind of therapy? Simple. No sun, no plants. No plants, no pollen. No pollen, no allergy. I didn't take you down because you need, a particular dress. But honestly, it's more safe like this because the way, over your head, there is more stability. Stay safe, everybody. I can pass you the camera?
No, it's alright.
It's okay? You're very jealous, even when you take my camera when I'm along, and say, can I hold? No,
it's not about
bigger way.
I have it figured out.
Yeah. Usciamo ragazzi.
Maybe you give us the car keys and you stay.
Yeah. Watch out, slowly. Probably watch out because you have a little backpack, you know. Side away. Exactly, very slowly. Watch out the camera. Okay, perfect. Exactly.
Where do I start?
Buongiorno.
Hi, these are cheese sandwiches, huh?
This is vegetarian.
Okay.
It is with parmesan, just a moment.
Okay, I'll have to. Should I start?
No, I'd rather keep this for the crater.
Okay.
So we're starting our ascent or our climb up towards Mount Etna. Or to one of the craters on Mount Etna. All of this is Mount Etna. Are we going like that or like that?
Well, we're following Marcello.
Where's Marcello? Oh, okay, it's here.
You can't lose Marcello. So we're gonna ascend to which altitude?
Just a little more than 2,000 feet per hour.
Okay.
Just, you know, under here, you know, just sort of a little fun, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
This is our group, basically. So basically right now we're at 2,000 meters above sea level and we're going up to a 2,000 something.
They see the ocean, not ocean, but the sea
Yeah.
right in front of them.
Oh.
Is this a crater?
Wow.
Watch out your cap. Maybe on the way up, you know. Did you see a rendezvous from here? 2001, the lava, you know, just made or cruising up from the top, but made a little different crater. This was the last one, you know. Well, this one, which looks like a river, drops on the way down, mates together with different lava flow, because this
Sky looks like Ben and Jerry's.
from a different crater.
No, really? Look.
Yeah, hotspot. Little town drops into the ancient crater from 18th century, 1882. It's unbelievable. It's really amazing. Much better from the top and watch everything from a different angle.
And so all of this is made of, if I understood correctly, dark chocolate and pistachio.
Yeah,
Did I understand you correctly?
yeah, okay, yes, you know, yeah. So without mountain, not pistachio, you know, no wine, no grapes, you know, no olives, no you and me, nothing. No, this was the reason why the Greeks came in Sicily first. You know, less than 3,000. It was the most difficult place around the world. It's incredible and amazing.
I want to have a big scoop of this.
Yes.
So this crater is from the 19th century.
Actually, the shade of green does look like pistachio.
Exactly. It looks like chocolate and pistachio ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can scrap it off.
I would eat it.
Oh wow.
Oh Marc, est-ce que c'est une boutonnière?
Est-ce que c'est une boutonnière? Ça me semble être une boutonnière.
Oh wow. We're all the way there. I don't know how we're going down there now.
Over the road, cross the road and destroy the parking, everywhere. Part of the cable car too, So did you see this one which looks like a river just drops? So if you just follow with your finger from here, from those crater last, which is very close to you. That's incredible.
The rocky parts here.
Yes,
that's like
exactly.
a river.
There was, it's feel like a river. You will understand if you look from here. Perfect angle, to see the lava and where exactly was coming from.
Yeah.
Different hotspot, same eruption. Mets together on the way down. Cross the road and destroyed everything. Part of the cable car too. We weren't very lucky because lava was flowing very slowly, and this is why we save. Everybody, of course, was out with some bulldozer and something to help, and save the cable car station. The woodwork, fortunately. So after a couple of times, it was an incredible disaster. Amazing, nobody was killed, once again. So we're lucky, we say this morning, for many different reasons. So here we are, like a river, lava flow was flowing very, very slowly. But it was, an incredible holocaust. Did you see? Imagine in the middle of the night, lots of fire everywhere. Very difficult to understand in which way you can work because it was amazing. Of course, we was talking about the lava from 91, 92 and 93, so he reached Zaffarana just 1 kilometer before. What happens here, it was incredible. So nothing to do to use a lot of dynamite and people to do something. How many money, how many kinds of dynamite? Impossible because it was extremely large. Not once, but many different lava flow, suddenly at the same time.
So you can see the river, or the river of lava that used to flow where the rocky pit is. It would flow there, all the way there, and reach this container bit here.
Red colors, like terracotta colors. So that we don't make a mistake, Terracotta is not volcanic. But today, terracotta, if you translate in English, baked ground. So the ground was completely baked because just erupted, by more or less, temperature between 1300 and 1200 degrees. So was an imprinting, hottest temperatures, who left on the floor, completely burning, like terracotta colors. Also, of course, red color means, better than me, copper and iron. This is why it's so red, So it's not imprinting only, but lots of different materials, like copper and iron. Praticamente c'è del rame, c'è del ferro. Questo è il motivo, attento che quella borsa vola. Questo è il motivo per cui è particolarmente it was, you know, the way with the lava drops, you know, outside and slowing down exactly this way, you know. If you pay attention, you can see around the view, it's completely red, you know, like terracotta color. Down to you know, different pigment like, you know, sulfur, you know, but of course, you know, a lot of different colors came from, you know, kinds of materials, also iron and copper. This is why it's so red, you know, it's everywhere. If you pay attention, look around the view, you can see the contrast between the new ones, which is that one here behind the view, so the black colors, you know, remember the eruption, you know, from summertime 2001, and to the most, you know, this is of course, you know, a little bit black. And the clear one, this one which is made on 18th century, exactly 1882 and 1883. If you're looking down, once again, Catania and you know, the twice peaks, which is only one crater responsible, the eruption loss, who drops into the water, it was 1669. The eruptions who drops into the water in, you know, make you know, the coastline more than 1.5 kilometers further into the water. What happens later? Unfortunately, it was amazing. One of them, you know, hugest earthquake exactly on 1693, who destroyed, you know, the mostly part of Sicily, especially the south of Sicily.
Oh, it can push you. The wind can push you.
Here, exactly this here, you can see, you know, the crater. So exactly behind on the other side. Probably you could catch in your camera in this point. You know, which is a fantastic spot.
Wasn't there an eruption this year as well?
Yes,
Or last year?
Ago.
2 months, yeah.
2 months ago in May.
In May?
A small eruption, just quickly.
Oh, okay.
Not a big, you know, like everyone else.
Are you collecting them?
Not these. I got few.
Like a river, exactly when it
Yeah,
drops.
yeah.
This was the last crater, made on 2001.
2001. So the crater is that the top part there.
Yeah,
And that's
but it's
the
not
river.
empty inside like everyone else.
Oh.
Just close it inside because through the eruption loss, without pressures anymore built inside. I don't know how deep. I think, you know,
a few hundred meter, a cork, just like a wine bottle, occurs as a volcanic material in this case, It will be not erupted again. So can you imagine? So before everything, before July 2001, it was completely flat. It then grow up slowly.
All this was flat.
Exactly.
Wow.
And made, this kinds of a small, giants, small crater. Amazing. It's a flank, volcanic flank eruption. It wasn't up on the summit, just here,
Yeah.
That's incredible, Looks like a lunar landscape. Just 2 years ago, a couple from America, talked to me. Wow, Marcello, it looks like walking on the moon. Say, really? And I say, okay, give me 1 minute. I just search in the internet, and just quickly, put some music and and because he say looks like walking on the moon. I say it's true, give me a little minute, and let's do it's nothing, it's just incredible.
C'est toi? Si, c'est lui. Les enfants sont super excités du vulcan. C'est lui qui est fatigué. C'est trop fort. Capito?
What is it called again?
Volcanic
Volcanic
bomb because because erupt. Can you imagine? I think around 5,000 kilo. So what kind of pressures needed to rise up and erupt it? Sometimes it just blow up and explode it, in a different fragment. Anytime anyone like this just roll down, and this is the reason it looks like a meteorite. Piante lunare, se immagini senza piante è un paesaggio lunare.
Lui ha été sputato dal vulcano.
Sì, esatto. Con una pressione incredibile. Cioè sarà al 5.000 kg più o meno, no? Che pressione ci vuole per essere buttata fuori?
Che questa roccione che sembra un meteorite.
Dai Phil, salite sopra e vi facciamo una foto.
Come fuori dal vulcano. Questa è la forza, la pressione.
Yeah, look at the minerals.
So this came out from the ground and slide it down?
I don't know exactly how deep, but
Careful for your legs.
probably 700, probably 1,000.
Careful.
The pressure needs incredible, stone like this one to rise up and erupt.
It's the steam?
Lots of pressure, occurs just little seep and gas,
Yeah,
gas-built explosion with silicate almost.
yeah.
See?
It's also crazy that it stays together. It doesn't completely just...
No, do you know why? Because just instead erupted, just roll down the crater. So this is the reason it feel like
It
in a
keeps its
meteorite.
shape, yeah.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Attenta,
Oh,
attenta che ti fai male, buttati Sophie.
It's a nice big head.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Is it round, I think, more or less 5,000 kilo? What kind of pressure need to rise up?
And how old is this?
Incredible.
It's 2001.
2001?
Yeah, from here. One is here, and one is on the other side. There. Two of those.
les enfants sont épouillés.
Dai, fallo rotolare.
Lo porti a
Fai
Venezia, vai.
rotolare.
Les enfants.
Like you have to exercise from the legs, not from the back.
Sì, no, certo, quello è importante, l'ha spiegato anche tu. Quando sollevi una massa molto pesante devi soprattutto aiutarti con le gambe e non la schiena.
Squat.
Esatto.
Squat.
È vero.
So with that in mind, let's do it.
Ok, vai.
Dai, Filippo, dai, aiuta! Dai, che non ce la facciamo senza di te! Perché miseria, Filippo! Mannaggia!
Vai!
Push, no courage.
first flowers we see on this mountain.
Yeah, how do they grow?
Eventually,
The soil and
the
stuff.
soil is fertile.
This is from the same crater as well?
Yes. Exactly. Not one is here. And
So
is
one
there.
fell here and one fell there?
Yeah, just roll from the same place.
Why are you doing that?
بدي اشيل سقفه.
Well, you should do it on the edge or something. I don't
Well,
know.
I saw the crack here.
Dai un canova adesso sto qui.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm not being able to. I wanted to remove it.
Just take a rock from the ground and pretend it's from here.
All right. Voila.
It worked?
Good. Wow.
Wow, this is great. Guarda Filippo! Guarda dove siamo!
Oh wow. This is from what year?
I think probably so. When made, it was made on 17th century.
17th century,
Yeah.
wow.
Just 100 years before this one. Aspetta, ne ho un'altra più bella.
It's a remake.
Yeah, yeah, it's a remake. But I get another one which is more beautiful. Tangerine Dream.
Also, you can't not notice that the difference between Palermo and Taormina is that you've got Mexican places and Asian places. You don't have those in Taormina. I'm assuming that's the theater.
Yeah.
Not assuming, it is a theater.
Etna done.